What's going on, guys? Welcome to J Powell Music. Be sure to like and subscribe on the channel. Definitely would appreciate that. Like the videos so they go around the internet. And today we are doing a music review. So I had an artist submit his EP that he wanted me to review prior to its release. So shout out to you, Komplex. I'm going to be reviewing his EP, Komplex Files. If you are also interested in that, send me an email. We can discuss the specifics, and then also just to let you know my opinions are my own during the when it comes to the review and me talking about the songs and the project or whatnot. So, first and foremost, shout out to Ohio. I also reviewed Will Cherry's project from Ohio, and reviewing Komplex's project from Ohio. So shout out to Ohio. So this EP. It's a short 4-pack here, but there's some really dope tracks on here in Komplex. Definitely you can hear that he has he has a very distinctive flow. He's been doing this for a long time. A lot of dope bars. First track I'm gonna talk about is 2 Steps Back. Pretty good beat. I think the hi-hats maybe slightly louder than they should. But other than that, it's a really dope beat. I thought it was a good introduction to him. Again, the bars are pretty fire. I think one of my favorite bars on there, I don't want to give them all away, of course, but one of the bars I really dug was to build me up. I had to use my set of tools I got from my Lowe's. I probably butchered that. I apologize, but I like the from my Lowe's, like LOWES. So I thought that was dope. But yeah, really good bars. And flow, very distinctive flow, remind me like Charlie Tuna. So, Komplex definitely, he's been doing this for a long time. Track two was actually one that I think musically molded a little better with Komplex's style. And maybe I just like that beat a little more, but really dope. Let's see, that particular track is Not Good with Titles. But this track is crazy. This track sounds really, really good. I kind of wish that there was a hook on this one, because I know there's hooks for, the majority of the other tracks, and not every song needs a hook, right? It just depends on, the project and the song, and if it's needed or whatever the case may be. But, I thought this track would be really dope with a hook, but it's a really good track. It molds really well. And Komplex is really, you really feel a groove, within this track. Really dope bars on this one. All that cutting up won't get rid of dismember. Dope bar there. So, shout out to Komplex. But yeah, I really, that's arguably my favorite. Not Good with Titles. Third track, On the Edge. Now this track, I think this is my favorite song on the EP. It definitely has like a Tupac Picture Me Rolling, like 90s hip hop vibe to it. I don't know if that was the the creative objective there, but this song is really dope. And I think there's definitely a pocket and a groove with Komplex telling the story that he does on the track. But just the beat is great. It molds really well with Komplex, and he's a really great storyteller too. I really dig your storytelling, Komplex. I think you should you probably have done more songs with storytelling. I'm a big fan of storytelling songs too. So, but he does this very well. It's funny because it's a slightly shorter song, I think, compared to the other ones. But yeah, on the Edge, I want to say it's my favorite track. Yeah, definitely. And then there was the line on there that said, "The battle in his head can take a Black Hawk down." Dope bar there. So, last track, It Is What It Is. Really dope track there as well. Solid. Solid way to end the album as well. I think sequentially the songs make sense as far as for how they're lined up for one track after the other. I'm a really big fan of there being an intention on one track after the other, not just putting songs together. It's because it defeats the purpose of like a big middle, beginning, end project. And I think It Is What It Is definitely a great way to end the album. One bar that I thought was really dope was, I think it was called, I don't apologize if I butcher this, but it says, "It's funny how streets of red can represent the end of a bloodline, where it was like, oh snap. So good bars. Dope hook on that one as well. I wish there was a hook on track 2, but that's just me being the picky creative artist that I am. But yeah, I thought this was a really solid project. First time I've heard of Komplex. Komplex with a K. So Komplex Files, out February 21st. I think it's absolutely worth checking out, worth the listen, worth supporting the artist. So I will put the Instagram, the Instagram for the artist within the description. And then also, of course, the link to the Bandcamp so you can pre-order it prior to its release. But yeah, I think this is dope. I think it's a dope track. Again, as far as for the pros for me, I thought most of the beats are really great. Komplex's bars are really dope. He has his own style, which I really dig. He's not trying to intimidate. He's not trying to be anybody else. He's just doing him. And yeah, really solid bars, like consistently. Like these are just my standout bars out of the album or out of the EP. But he has many others that are also just as dope. This is my standout bars per song. And again, my favorite track, On the Edge, just because it really just, maybe it's just me being a Tupac fan as well, but has like a picture of me rolling 90s hip hop, just really dope vibe and really good storytelling. And then the song really complements, him kind of describing the scene and what's going on in this guy's head as well. So I thought you killed it, man. I thought you did a dope job there. So again, I'm going to leave it there, but this is Komplex Files. That's the name of the EP by rapper Komplex. So check out the information in the description of this video. But I'll leave it there. J Powell Music. I'll catch you guys next video. Thanks a lot.